Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the trade room. I'm going to be going over my game plan on the S&P and on the NQ. I will be taking trades on the S&P and the NQ and the YM, and I will be showing those trades after I've entered them. I will be utilizing our SR indicators on my long term to help confirm my price action and bigger picture moves where I anticipate the institutionals to move the market. I will be executing my trades off my SR price levels and trade progression on my short-term chart. Let's get started on the S&P. Looking at the daily. After a little bit of a pullback here, we had a weaker move. We'll see how much upside momentum we get here for a bigger picture head and shoulder. And if that 80 area holds, could see some additional downside movement. Looking at the 240. Still looking at the green is outweighing the blue, and we may be falling into a little consolidation. I will be paying attention to this bigger picture head and shoulders for any kind of movements to the short side or strength back above. Looking at the 30-minute chart, my key price level today is 75. As long as I stay below there, I am looking for movements back down to 55.75. With a little strength, back to the SR1 at 36.25. Get above that SR2, put me in the next macro view. I will look for movements to 94.25 on its way to 13.50. Right now, I got a very big picture consolidation. I will be trusting in my price levels and price action here at trade progressions. Looking at the short-term chart, macro 10 I'm using today, and my key price level is 79. As long as I stay below there, I'm going to look for opportunities to the short side to 58, with some strength down to 43, then to the SR1 at 27.50. I get above my key price level of 79, I will look for movements to 99, with strength 15 and all the way back to the high at 30.50. Right now, a little trade progression. Moving up to 74, and we fell into some consolidation. Something happened after I did my game planning, but they're still holding in that consolidation area. Did hit the 8-hour look basement. So with that, holding at the consolidation, may still have the opportunity for an upside movement to that SR. Otherwise, I'm going to look for the bottom break of that and look for opportunities to the short side. Putting it together for a trading game plan for myself this morning with some strength back below this 66 area, 65 area. I will look for continuation confirmations to the short side, looking for stair steps short until the market tells me otherwise. As I do approach 58, I will expect a little bounce here. Anything long might be short-lived. Any trade there, I will monitor that upside strength. Otherwise, I will look for strength back below, forming that next neckline and looking for stair steps to continue. Once I'm below there, I'm only looking for short trades till the market tells me otherwise. If I do pull back into this consolidation, could have a nice left shoulder pass up or the head and shoulders to move up. The next long I'm looking for will be a break of the SR4 of 79 and trade progression and the 8-hour look. I'll look for stair steps. Once I'm above there, looking for confirmations to the long side till the market tells me otherwise. Looking at some indicators. Again, our SR price levels are established days, weeks, months ahead of time. Lagging algorithms, the MAC, right now not giving me any information other than what my trade progression SR price levels are already telling me. The momentum indicator, do have a little divergence. We'll see if that pressure continues down through 65. With that confirmation, I'll be looking for additional stair steps to the short side. Again, indicators are established well ahead of time. Lagging algorithms, the MAC here, just give me an infinity pattern. But if this is opening up for a little downside trend factor, it's going to help confirm additional downside movements. The little negative divergence we had here, since then, it's been mimicking price as I would anticipate it to, helping confirm additional stair steps to the short side. All right, so on the S&P, still in that second trade with the stair step moving short. I'm going to secure just slightly above the stair step now and just maximizing 8 points on the remainder. I want to make sure that our midpoint indicator doesn't hold and I get the next strong move below 73 area to stay in this trade to see movements all the way short. So still in the S&P short, I'm going to follow our trade progression short and give some risk just above the stair-step price level and maximizing at least 10.5 points on the remainder and looking for this to, it's either going to hold at my basement or the SR2, but I'll look for that movement short. Bigger picture still tells me I'm moving short, so I'm trying to maximize the profits moving from SR to SR, ignoring that opening volatile move where they built some buyers in to move this back short, holding, truly holding at our price level. I was unfortunate to get knocked out, but got right back in at a much better price and now maximize that trade. So a little more management on the S&P trade. With that stronger move through my original consolidation, I'm now going to secure just above that consolidation and what we call our trend factor, and a deeper neckline would still anticipate that to hold. And I've now moved my profits down even further because of my read progression on my longer term chart. Tells me we have the opportunity to see all the way back to 55.75 SR to SR price movement. So looking to get out just before that SR price level. Now that's some strength moving down. If I do get a very weak bounce here, I will look for additional downside momentum. But if now secured, and I'll look for a weaker pullback to hold at that consolidation. If it's a stronger pullback, what I'll look for is that shorter wick scenario, and I'll just take my profits and get out. So over on the S&P, with two things happening, we've hit the SR2, our indicator, went from SR to SR, and our 8-hour look. So I must see a weak pullback for me to stay in this trade. Again, I've secured just above the trade progression and the fulcrum. So what I would need to stay in this trade is seeing the following candle open and leave that shorter wick up first and then give me that stair step movement. If I don't get that, I'm just going to flatten out and take my profits in the market. All right, so there was a specific scenario I was looking for to stay in this trade for one more attempt to the short side. It didn't take place. So I've secured a little extra just above here. Needed to see that shorter wick to continue short, and that's where I'm risking to now to stay in the trade, but looking for that additional movement down. One more time to hit our SR or show me a failed wave, and I'm going to take my profits. But I didn't like the way this opened. It was going to tell me that likely we're going to make another move long, and did secure profits now. But I'll give it that opportunity. The most micro was the candle. I'm looking at the bigger picture. I still need to come to my SR and straddle through it or probe through an SR to truly let me understand it's holding after multiple waves. So I'm going to give that one opportunity to move short. Otherwise, I do anticipate to get stopped out. Just understanding that I've come very close to our SR. I've straddled the SR basement, and the way the following candle opened, telling me it's likely to have a pullback, so I secured a little extra, and I'll be stopped out here momentarily. But understanding price action, understanding our methodology and our indicators, price levels, and our 8-hour look all telling me why I might have that pullback, and I'm not willing to give up those profits any more than what I already have taken here. All right, so I did get stopped out on that remainder, understanding the price action I was anticipating, always looking at our bigger picture, our SR price levels, to give me the highest probability of where I'm going to see price action at, to maximize trades or maximize profits and minimize my risk. and then understanding the methodology that we teach on why this is pulling back, and wasn't willing to give up any more profit, but stayed in that trade for over 45 minutes. So 2 trades. I did lose the first one, took on the second one for a total of 17 points on the S&P. All right, welcome back for the recap, starting on the S&P. Bigger picture was telling me as long as I was below 75, looking for some short opportunities, holding at our SR price level. We had a big opening spike, manipulation, just straddled our price, never truly broke it, and moved back short down through those price levels. Now looking for those weaker pullbacks for any additional short opportunities. Some trade opportunities this morning. I did set a limit order just above our SR4. I did get stopped out, got right back in, and spent about 45 minutes in a trade, maximized the movements down through our SR price levels, and then secured based upon the price action I was seeing. I did take 2 trades on the S&P. I lost the first one, got right back in at a very good price called our CP1, and maximize that all the way down. And after holding at our SR2 and the weaker pullback, I didn't like the formation that was setting up here, telling me I would have a pullback, and did secure on the remainder. I did take 17 points on 2 trades. And those opportunities were there, called our CP1 short, counterintuitive, big manipulation in the market, understanding that we had only straddled this. Followed by our CP3, moving right back short through that SR4, and then stair steps all the way down. For some long opportunities, there was one here after bouncing off of our SR2. We call this our CP1 back long through our basement indicator.